All right, traders, this is the watch list video for Tuesday, June 29th. Two more trading days left in June. Again, we had the SPY kind of gapping up a little bit and a pretty narrow range on the day. And again, we had great teamwork in the chat room. I'm going to give a couple highlights and then get to the watch list. IKNX, Jonathan L. called this over 2050. I'll show you the 5-minute candles. This is for those people that weren't there today. So it topped out at 2050 right here. I'm showing you 5-minute candles. So this is about 15 minutes in. He called it over 2050. Look what happens. I mean, it just goes to over 27. Probably about $1 risk, but you know, because it was thin and whippy. But man, that was an amazing call out of the blue. I didn't even have that one on watch. Wayne gave us BTX through 22. Right there, I believe. And it went to, I don't know, 23, 24. So there's a couple highlights. I had a whole bunch of trades today, and I had a pretty nice day, but I think a lot of them were pullbacks, and I had to leave before the market closed, and so I didn't take great notes, but let me think. And another one I can think of is something as simple as this RSLS. Wayne saw the volume coming in and just called it long right there over over 750. And within 4 or 5 minutes, it went to 805. And that was a neat little trade. So little things like that. And that happens all the time in the room. Gray, we got in, I think, traded Gray a little bit. AUUD, some of you traded that. PRPH, a lot of stuff. So anyway, what are we watching for tomorrow? MRIN. I mean, my God. And by the way, in after hours, right now as I'm talking, it's trading at $10.20. A lot of times when you get a stock that, you know, gaps up, rolls over, and then next thing you know, it's strong. And MRN has a tendency to do this lately, right? Next thing you know, this is the final candle of the day. When they go out closing strong like that, and you know people were shorting this all day long and think, okay, this is going to finally roll over, and then it goes out like that, it's worth, and again, I was already out of the office, it's worth watching in after hours, because a lot of times you get shorts covering in after hours, and which is what's going on right now. Like I said, it's trading, well, now it's trading at 1028. So pretty impressive after hours move. So I am going to watch it tomorrow, but I mean, look how extended this is. This is, and then with the gap up, and I'm assuming we'll have a gap up tomorrow. Maybe it'll roll over by then, but probably won't be trading this one. But I'm still going to put it on watch. All right. Let me try this again. EXPR, big pop Friday, kind of a quiet inside day today. We're looking for a third day play there. Same thing with LXRX pop, quiet day, looking for a third day play. AUUD, which I've traded this, or I've watched this thing a lot lately. It can be nasty. I've seen some nasty rug pulls on it, but you know what? Everyone who's been successfully shorting those little intraday pops, all the shorts are in trouble right now because this thing's really, really strong. So I am going to watch it, even though it's really extended. RSLS had the gap up today. I already talked about Wayne's call. Kind of a weird looking chart because I think they delisted and relisted or something, and so the chart looks weird. In some sort of merger or something. But anyway, it is interesting because he had big volume and it went out near its highs. So definitely want to watch that one tomorrow. FUV, one of the EV plays, topped out. When I say topped out, I mean the most recent high was back here on June 9th, and it went to 1735, and it's kind of getting up near there again. So speaking of that, I think Wayne made a late day call in this one too, over the high of day. So there's the early high over 1630. He called it over 1630, which went up over 17. And I think I saw him post his sells. He actually sold some at 17. So best trader I know, by the way. But that was a great call. VINO. This one's kind of obscure, but you know what? It looks like another one of those that maybe delisted and relisted. I'm not sure. But big volume back here, went all the way to $9. Then had a few topping tails where it was just getting everyone trying to play the follow-up after this big day got slapped silly, right? It got long and got slapped silly. Well, now it seems to have found support and is curling up. Actually, in after hours trading at 633, I think. But, with this big volume and seems to have found support, it might be up from here. So let's keep our eyes on that one. Actually, Wayne called this one too. This is what I mean by so many highlights from today. I think he called this through 42 and it ended up going through 44.50 at one point. But I like the daily now. So this one's pretty interesting. The most recent high would be right here at 47.37. We actually traded it that day, and I made pretty good money on it that day before it reversed. And now it's curling back up. So I do like the chart here. It's fairly low float and a lot of shorts in the name, so keep a close eye on EH. ACHV had the gap up and went out pretty strong, so we're going to watch that for a follow-through day. CSIQ, solar play. The solars are really, really strong. This one, nice breakout today, nice volume, and went out at its highs. Definitely going to watch that for a follow-through day. Workhorse, which I don't know, I can't get my head around. I think the revenues for this stock, you know what, I won't say it because I'm not sure and I don't want to misspeak. But anyway, had a nice pop back here and just never really got going. But it's starting to curl back up and there was nice volume today. So keep a close eye on WKHS. A few more. Rail, RAIL, which was popped with the infrastructure play, with the infrastructure bill news or whatever. Now you've got 2 days lower on declining volume. Pretty good setup for a bounce play on Tuesday. CLOV, it's kind of an ugly daily chart because there's a lot of longs, kind of trapped in the name, bag holders, whatever you want to call it, right? But from the close on this day that I'm hovering over there, it closed at 11.24. The very next day, it hit 13.95, and then a couple days later, all the way up to 15. So this was a nice move, right? And now you've got 3 red days in a row on declining volume. A lot of shorts in this name too. It's back down, getting close to the 20 days. So I am putting this on bounce watch, but I'm kind of ignoring all of this because, that created a lot of bag holders. But I still, when CLOV does get going, it moves pretty well. And then lastly, I've got MOXC, which had a huge move here. And now you've got a couple red days on declining volume. I wouldn't mind one more red day getting near the 20 day. But anyway, I'm putting that on bounce watch going to tomorrow. RBLX also worth watching. I actually call this as a right around here below 92, and we got to bounce to, I don't know, 93.50 or something like that. This isn't on the list of stocks I'm going to watch, but I just thought about it. Maybe keep an eye on RBLX too. Anyway, we'll add gappers to this list in the pre-market, and let's keep the teamwork going. The trading's been fantastic. By the way, MRIN now at 1063. So crazy, crazy move. All right, I'm done babbling. Let's see you guys in the chat room in the morning.